So today we are at Woodlands at the checkpoint, as you can see, because we'll be driving into JB, Johor Bahru, to see how the Vehicle Entry Permit or VEP is implemented. So it was announced earlier this year that the VEP will be enforced starting from October 1st, which is today. So what does this mean? When it's enforced, it means that motorists from foreign registered vehicles who drive over to Malaysia who do not have the VEP may be fined up to 2,000 RM, which is about over 600 Singapore dollars, or be jailed for up to 6 months. So you might be wondering, why are we driving over? And the thing is, we're driving over on a car without a VEP. So we're driving over because on just 4 days ago, it was announced that there will be a delay in the VEP enforcement, and cars that don't have a VEP that drive into Malaysia will get a warning instead of a fine or a jail term for the driver, for example. So instead, the implementation of the enforcement will be done in phases, which is what the Malaysian authorities said. So now we are going to see what it means that to drive into Malaysia now, on October 1st with this new system. What are the changes? What are the kind of warnings that we can expect as we go to and fro from the causeway today? So we just drove in to JB from Singapore, crossing over from the checkpoint. We were sort of expecting there to be some sort of verbal warning at the checkpoint from the officers, but surprisingly we just went through totally like a normal day. There was no warning, there was no verbal warning at all. It was, the most that we saw was some signs reminding the drivers to install VEPs on their vehicles, or their foreign registered vehicles. But that's about it. We came in all the way here to a rest stop near the checkpoint in JB, and we do notice that there are quite a few Singapore cars also at the rest stop. We asked one of the staff members at this eatery, whether the business has been impacted by the VEP implementation. He said that he saw about 40% fewer customers this morning compared to a normal weekday. So he doesn't know whether it's because of the VEP, but he said there might be a possibility that the VEP implementation today might have turned some Singapore drivers away. So there is some impact on businesses apparently, and also we did see a JPJ officer. So JPJ is the Malaysia Road Department officer. He was walking around, apparently taking pictures of some of the Singapore cars here. We spoke to him and he said that he was, just speaking to some Singaporean drivers to just answer some questions that they had. I think many Singaporean drivers are very confused over this VEP system as well. So he was just answering some questions. Right now, we are about to head back to Singapore again through the checkpoint. So it was said 4 days ago by the Malaysia authorities that there will be a warning given when the cars are returning to Singapore. So we're going to see whether this is the case, whether there'll be a warning. So we're going to go now. Okay, so we're back in Singapore again after driving through the checkpoint, not once but twice. But let me tell you why we drove through twice. So the first time we drove through at the JB Customs, we were not asked anything at all. We were not given any warning. We were not asked whether we had a VEP. So I asked the customs officer, what do I do if I don't have a VEP? And then she said, she was surprised that I didn't have a VEP, and also she asked me if I knew anything about the process of getting it. Did I even sign up for it yet? That kind of thing. And also she said she didn't know anything more about a warning or any sign of it. So we sought to do it again just to confirm, that there is really no warning. So we drove back to Singapore, did a U-turn, went back to JB, did another U-turn, and then we went through the customs one more time. And then this time, the customs officer, we asked him again about about the VEP, whether there be any warning checks, and then he said that it's not under their jurisdiction, it's under JPJ's jurisdiction. So so far that's our experience over doing it twice. Whether or not this will be the case for the next few weeks, we don't know. We have to play it day by day and see how it is. But so far on the first day, this is the experience.